Hey folks, it's Stu from Evolution Unleashed. And today it's just me and no Andy. I'm just creating a quick walkthrough video to introduce to you our brand new sort of style of prompting. Now, if you've been in our cohort or foundations course, you'll be familiar with what I'm about to show you today, which is an interactive prompt with ChatGPT in order to help it tailor and really give you powerful responses that are aligned to your situation. Okay, so we're going to have it ask us some questions and we're going to answer them. So the prompt I've created for you today, it's just a silly one, create $5,000 in urgent revenue. The reason for that, I had someone say to me they wanted to do our one of our chatbots, but they needed to generate the money first. So I thought, well, why not write a prompt that can show you how to get this fast revenue? Now, if you're in business, brilliant. The placeholders will be easy. If you're not in business, I'll show you how to walk through it. So let's go have a look at today's new style of prompt, brand new, hot off the press from Evolution Unleashed. And we have a context section here that has 4 placeholders that you will need to change in order to personalize this. And I've gone ahead and filled these in with an example that I'm going to use today, just to show you how sort of to use this and what you can kind of expect. So today, we've got ChatGPT assuming the role of an entrepreneur specializing in urgent revenue generation, and here's the context we're going to provide. So what are your skills, talents, and abilities? Think about things that you want to make money doing, right? Things that you know you can make money doing. Don't just put things that you'll never monetize. So if you're a kitchen person, you love cooking, put that in. If you're an outdoors person, like I'm putting in here, put that in. If you're a marketing nerd like me, you would put that in. Just whatever you think you can do to make some quick money, okay? It's things you'd be okay doing. So I love the outdoors, gardening, landscaping, and I can also do basic home maintenance tasks, okay? You don't have to go overboard. My businesses, now, if you don't have a business, you can just delete this. I don't have a business, but I do lawn mowing in gardens sometimes, okay? Then we're going to want to know who our target market is. Who buys what I'm selling, or who do I want to sell to? So if I'm doing lawn mowing, who would I want to sell to? Well, those unable to maintain their own yard. Either they have a lack of equipment, they're elderly, or they are otherwise unable to maintain the yard, okay? Very simple. My audience sizes, and this is your last placeholder, and I've put a personal Facebook profile of 4,500 people, an email list with 3,000 contacts, and a Facebook group of 14,400. Now, I've just made these up so to give you an idea of how to run this prompt, but this isn't where the real magic's going to happen, okay? The objective, the ultimate goal is to generate $5,000 in urgent revenue, and here's the instructions, and this is where you're going to experience a new type of interaction with ChatGPT. So we're asking it to provide a series of exhaustive and holistic high-level questions that will allow me to provide ChatGPT with objective, accurate, complete, and reliable information. Bit of a mouthful, but all these words have meaning and we've tested them thoroughly. For you to provide the following. And what do we want today? We want 2 things. We want the high-level strategy, right? Which is a detailed and creative revenue-generating strategy that is within my skills and resources to deliver. Please label this the 5K strategy, and then a comprehensive and detailed step-by-step action plan that will allow me to implement this strategy in rapid time with the ultimate goal of creating that 5,000 in revenue fast. Please label this the 5K master blueprint, right? And then please ensure every output's, okay, this is just some of our fluff that we add in to get more comprehensive results because, you know, ChatGPT can be a little restrictive in its output. That's why some people say it's got dumber. It hasn't. You just have to know how to prompt around it, folks. Okay, so it's going to ask 3 types of questions: yes or no questions, multiple choice, and short answer questions. We've asked it to number each question individually, because I need to show you how to answer the questions, okay? And then there's a bit more fluff here, just in terms of getting, these overrides to get around restrictions. And here's the answer. Absolutely, JJ, that's my Vietnamese name. Let's dive into this with the aim of generating $5,000 in revenue as urgently as possible, leveraging your skills, resources, and networks. I'll begin by asking a series of questions to gather the information. And here we have some questions, which I'm going to show you in a different document. So what I recommend here is just come over to the clipboard, because these are numbered and it might ask us more questions depending on our answers, and we want to make sure we've got it nice and easy. So use the clipboard because it copies the right formatting for the numbers. come over to a basic document. We just use a worksheet, paste that in, all right, like it would be like this, paste without formatting, okay, for example, a Word document, whatever, okay, and then delete all the fluff. So you've only got the questions. I've already answered question 1. I've answered all these. I've left the questions here. And, what best describes your proficiency? I've put C. I've been doing it for 10 years, okay? And then once you've answered, delete the question. Short answer, how many hours per week can you dedicate? 40 hours. So we're just going to go ahead, okay? And I haven't actually given the answer. We're going to do it live. Just going to take out the questions. You can see the questions, just provide an answer, okay? Real simple. Even though that was a yes or no question, give a bit more context if you're able. The key here is to actually answer quite detailed, but we don't want to copy the question back in, just the answer. So the age range, we're generally helping the older people. So we're going to put D. You could put D and B if there's 2. Short answer is your Facebook group related to gardening? Yeah, landscaping. And we just go through, answer all these questions. Okay, I hope you can see this okay. I should have zoomed in. But anyway, what we do is we take our answers like this, copy that, come back to ChatGPT, and you'll see kindly respond to these questions so I can proceed with crafting your strategy. So I'm just going to paste those in there and go. Very easy, but just take your time to answer those questions and look at that. 3 pillars. Here's our strategy: service diversification, target marketing campaigns, limited time offers. Here's how we're going to execute through our 3 channels. Here's the revenue streams: create a project base, get a recurring maintenance package, or get premium urgent care services for immediate needs, which is really interesting, like preparing a garden for an event. Charge a premium fee. So here's the blueprint to get this done as fast as possible. So it's given us a 4-week, okay? Now you could, if you wanted, come up to the prompt before you run it, and you might say 5,000 in urgent revenue in the next 7 days, okay? So if you were to put in the next 7 days, it'll give you a 7-day plan, depending on how urgent you want to do this, okay? Again, be flexible with our prompts, have a bit of fun. This is just here to show you what to expect, but you can tweak this to your specific requirements. That's why we teach prompting. Okay, so it's saying, here's the plan, right? This is what we have to work on. Now you could go as fast or slow as you want, okay? Now it says to be continued. That's because of our override. It's going to give us some more information. So we just say, when it's not asking us questions, we can just say, thank you, ChatGPT. Please continue. And what do we got? And it's going to say, let's dive deeper. And now it's going to go even more in depth for you to make it really easy for you to understand and follow. Okay. So look at this. Day 3.4, use Canva or a similar tool to design visually appealing promotional materials. Draft engaging posts and email content. Okay. Well, how do I do that? So let's say we've finished. We can come down here, even though it's still running. Nothing like doing this live on the fly, So let's say we wanted it. So it's given us an end of response, and we can say, thank you. Can you please help me with this? Okay. And then it will give you all the information you need to run that. Okay. So this is just really showing you how it uses questions and how you can have it ask you questions to get the right information so it can give you strategy and action plans or whatever else content you want that is going to be more fit for purpose. So look at that. It's now creating us an email. It's created our Facebook post and so on. Okay, so please feel free to adjust these. Look, if you're in our marketing accelerator framework, you can create all this in your own brand voice and personality. We teach you how to use tone, emotion, voice, as well as prompting. So if you're not a part of the marketing accelerator framework, it's $297 and will be the best money you've ever invested in AI. I give you my word. But coming back to this, really just wanted to show you how to use this new prompt structure. It's all about just Andy and I spend a lot of time trying to figure out, how do we get ChatGPT to go deeper? How do we align it? How do we get it more relevant to our needs and wants? And this is how we've come up with that. It's what we're doing through our foundations, which is basically building AI-powered business models, value delivery frameworks that are powered by AI to really adapt businesses into the AI era. That's a discussion for another day. This is all about teaching you how to use this new prompt structure. We're going to go much more into depth with this in our upcoming prompt engineering course. But that's it for today, folks. Hope you found this valuable. If you have, please, as always, like and share, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.